What's going on, guys? Can you hear me? Just checking. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Holy cow.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, how you doing? Good, good, good. Perfect.
Speaking about nice things, and Radio's generous face of kind-heartedness has been amazing.
Okay. Let me take a look here. Just checking something on my phone. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, I'm sorry for the delay, guys. Yes, I was definitely doing a few things this morning. Crazy this drop. I mean, Jesus, this is non-stopping right now. S&P 500, US 30. That's a nice double top right there. I do believe this crash is gonna go all the way down here in the 34,000. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to catch this drop. If you guys were able to see something here to catch that, maybe maybe a bearish flag right here. It was happening actually. Hold on. Right here, you had two flags, by the way. Yeah, this one, and then price actually pulled back. Yes, this would have been a really nice price drop. Oh, this was in the morning, 4:45 a.m. in the morning, and then ended up crashing at 7:30. Jesus, I could have caught this one definitely. It was a nice pullback right here. Push. Look at that. Even a nice double top as well. Looks like a double top before it started crashing. Nice trigger. It give you two triggers right here. The pin bar and then pull back again. And now you having that bearish engulfing candle. The market didn't want it to go up. So many confluences here on this one. Yeah, I'm not sure, guys. Were you able to catch something on US 30? Some of you guys know. This would have been a really nice sell here on this one, either entering aggressively on that one and placing the stop on the previous high. It would have been a nice entry, or right here with this engulfing, or let's say with this pin bar right here. Let's say you enter on that pin bar, the stop a few pips above, and TP 1 to 2 would have been at least a nice 1 to 2 risk to reward, which is 114 pips. But this thing just continue melting. Crazy drop. Still dropping. So nice. It would have been a nice setup on US 30 this morning. Nasdaq. Let's see if Nasdaq is going to continue also falling. That's why I said that, I was getting into, with a small lot size. I'm seeing a nice flag also in here. 1 hour. I was seeing this 1 hour flag. And you see the breakout is happening. The entry it's a little early, but at least on 30 minutes, when you go on 30 minutes, you see that candle actually closed already below. But I'm thinking right now, because this is a big stop loss. It is a big stop loss. Depending on the size of your account, it is a big stop loss. So I decided to put the stop loss somewhere around here. I'm thinking about placing it all the way up here is the correct, that is the correct, the safest zone, because it's very far away in case the price pulls back. But in this area right now, I'm going with a small entry just because I'm seeing that breakout. I'm seeing that actual breakout of the structure. Okay, I'm seeing that breakout. The potential retest did happen. Okay, nice retest twice as well. And then now we're seeing a breakout. But you see the market is starting to come back very strong at us. Let's see what's going to happen right there. But I did decided to jump in. Let's see if it's going to be maybe a losing trade, but it's a good setup. It's definitely a good setup. The entry was done at the close out of this candle, almost when the candle was closing on the 30 minutes, that's when the entry was done. That's when I sent the actual picture, guys. So let's see if there's gonna be some type of pullback or what's going on there. Is it gonna reverse? I like this also on a 15-minute. I like that the market pushed up. Look at the size of this weak rejection to the top. So basically broke on the 15 minutes, came back up. It tried to continue pushing up, but then it retraced all the way back down without, without going inside of the channel again. So I liked that rejection. And then immediately giving us another bearish, nice bearish engulfing candle later, right here. So let's see what's going to happen at this point. If the market are going to continue just falling right now, or at least a continuation, a much deeper continuation, since let's see, Nasdaq is the one showing a little, it's a little more slow today than US 30. US 30, you see that flag was somewhere around here, and look how deep it's going, and it looks like it's still continuing dropping. I'm gonna just start cleaning some of these things right now. Just 1 second here, 30 minutes, 4 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna start cleaning some of this thing. Let's clean this, clean this. Let's see, yeah, maybe something like that. All right, let's see if the market it's actually reaching a very important area. Very, very nice zone on a 4 hour. A very strong zone. Let's see if it's going to stop right there. It's going to reject that area or what. But look at that entire, the entire push. It's correcting immediately. Jesus. Huge. S&P 500 also going deeper. It broke the 4,400 psychological level. Retesting it. You see the price broke, retested, and now it's continuation to the downside. So let's see how big that drop is going to be. If it's going to do this, maybe retesting previous zone and then continuation. Okay, let's see if we're going to have that on S&P 500, but and also Nasdaq. I do believe we're going to continue to the downside, but because it's Friday and maybe the momentum, it's already gone. There's no too much volatility, but I mean, look at US 30. US 30 started smashing 730, 830. This is a massive tank today. How many pips? 370. Definitely, this would have been the best. I would say this is the most beautiful setup for today. That we would have catch this one on US 30. Definitely. Nasdaq is also a nice entry, but it's going slower. You see that it's starting to break at this hour, at 10:40 a.m. in my country. At this hour, the market tends to slow down a little bit and maybe start moving maybe a little bit faster at around 2 p.m. or so. So let's see if we're gonna have some type of fake outs right here, or the market will start being maybe a little choppy. But it's basically a 30-minute entry. So it also means that it could take longer to reach this final target, that 1 to 2 risk to reward. It could take actually longer to reach it because it's a 30 minutes, 1 hour entry. So if I was scalping on a 5-minute and I was sending you guys the actual setup on a 5-minute, it would have been different because it's definitely more of a scalp trade. 30 minutes is still, it's still like intraday, I would say. But let's see if it's going to show some rejections. I still believe it's gonna drop. The setup is nice. I definitely trust the setup. It's just that I believe I'm going to put the stop here. Now I'm going to put that stop loss there. You guys consider, if you think this is too much, it's too big, then be careful with this entry. If you just want to watch, that's fine. But I recommend you placing at least normally the stop. Remember, based on the TP strategy, when you spot a flag, you should be placing the stops above previous high. You know, on the breakout, stops above previous high, TP 1 to 2, at least 1 to 2. So right here, you see we have to stretch also the 1 to 2. So it's going way lower. So it's about 362 pips. And let's see if this entry, if this target will be reached today, Friday. I don't know at this specific hour, because unfortunately, as I mentioned, the main entry would have been this one, but this is, come on, it's continue melting. This is going to hell right now. Holy shoot. Let's see if we can maybe scalp opportunities on this massive drop. Hold on. Where is the other one? Right here. Yeah. Okay, so it's getting into that level. Let's see if it's going to start bouncing off and we can catch some type of buys. So what I like to do sometimes when the market is like that, I like to start drawing just resistance, support and resistance. Basically right now, right here, it's a little zone. Right here, maybe it's another little zone as well. Okay. And in order for me to start buying, I have to wait for the market to start showing signs of, let's say, you know, this is a 4-hour zone, right? It comes from in the past. It's a very strong 4-hour zone. So let's see if it's going to start breaking the structures to the upside now. Right now is bearish, definitely bearish. You can also draw a little trend line and just to have an idea, okay? Just to keep track of that little trend. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just an idea that, you know, it's still a downtrend. The price is breaking the structures to the downside, so it's still a downtrend. I like having my structures like that and waiting for something, waiting for the market to start showing some either reversal signs or continuation. Let's say maybe the market, for example, this breakout, you see the price broke, pulled back, giving a bearish engulfing. That would have been a good entry right there to keep, you know, following the actual downtrend. You could have gone on a 1 to 2, but you know where you're standing. You have to know where you're standing. You know that entering right here on a sale, you gotta be like, oh shit, yeah, the market is actually getting close to this support, very strong support. So guess what you need to do at that point, because the market is too close to that support, looking for a sale right now is not good, because you know you're reaching a 4-hour support. So if anything, you have to wait for a clear breakup. So that sell is definitely a risky one. If you're lucky, maybe you catch it, but it's a risky one because, as I mentioned, we normally look for buys on a big support and sells on a big resistance. Okay, price action. So right here, maybe it's creating some type of support right here. Price may, you know, after a breakout, you may come back up to this, and then maybe continuation to the downside. But I wanna wait. I wanna wait for that one, because look at let's go on a 4-hour again. You see those wicks, big wicks rejections to the bottom right here to the downside. You know, this could happen right now. The market could go lower a little bit, maybe it can get very deep. Like, look at the size of this wick. The market can come back down and then retrace back up again. And then the body of the candle can close. You see, there's still 3 hours for this 4-hour candle to close. So it means that technically the market could still continue dropping, maybe down to this, all the way down here, or maybe retesting this area as well, retesting this zone, and then retracing, and the body of the candle could actually close above. So it could end up just being a fake out to the downside. But you can catch something. You can at least catch maybe a little drop, a little scalp, okay, not holding it for too long. So be careful there. We're in this little downtrend. Let's see what's going to happen right there. But I'm paying attention to Nasdaq. Come on, Nasdaq. Come on. Let's see, 5 minutes. We have this little area. Yeah, I'm not too excited with this one, to be honest. That's why I just jump in with a small entry. Just in case, just in case. Let me add this alert here. Yeah, if I see the market is starting to reverse on me very strong, and I start seeing maybe a 5-minute candle closing above this area, or a 15-minute candle, I might have to make a decision to either close it manually right here, or maybe just let it run to hit the stop loss. But yeah, this is getting slow at this hour. Let's see how that 1 hour. So 11 minutes for that 1 hour candle to close. The 30-minute candle did close below, but the next 30 minutes is retracing back up. So it's kind of messy. It's playing around. Let's see if it's just a pullback. Yeah, pay attention. Let me see this. Where were we? Okay, so 1 minute. So checking that on 1 minute. S&P 500, 5 minute as well. Okay, let's try to draw some supports and resistance on this one. Breaking out. Let's see. Sorry. Divergence. Area here. Let's see if the market will break, retest, and continue to the upside, or it's just pulling back from this push. Golden zone, and now continuation to the downside. It's also possible. So let's see. Maybe it's a bearish flag right there, but this is a 1 minute time frame, so it's not looking too good. Yeah, maybe we'll continue. This is the bearish engulfing. Let's say you want to get in there. I'm not going to jump in, but let's say you want to get in on this engulfing candle. Put the stop above. Let's go 1 to 2. I'm not going to jump in right now. Just following the trend line. And what I'm seeing, you said push, pull back, bearish engulfing. Okay, so let's stretch it out. Starting to show some divergence on a 1 minute as well. Well, let's see. I'm sticking to this very strong resistance, support, I'm sorry. I want to see if the price will bounce right there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's take a look on a 1 hour. Let's jump in. I want to see Apple and Tesla, how they're doing. Have dropped today. Consolidation. Not doing anything. Amazon, not doing anything. Like ranging right now. Google is dropping. Nvidia, PayPal, a little bit. Now US 30. The stocks from US 30, let's see, that one is dropping. Disney dropping. Pulling back basically. Yeah, continue pulling back. American Express, Walmart. Yeah, maybe US 30 is going to continue. Let's see, 1 minute. Yeah, maybe US30 will continue to the downside. But watching, just watching it though. As it's two, still creating no lows. Push, pull back, push, pull back here, push, pull back. Let's see if it starts failing to the downside and maybe doing some double bottom here. And then, continuation to the upside. The market created a little support in there. Let's see. US30. Yeah, it's very slow. You see, it's starting to come very slow. Of course, it's kind of exhausted right now after all this crash, all this drop. At some point, we'll start correcting. Not all the time is going to be like that. This correction, for example, this crash that is happening right now, at some point will correct, and that correction can be big, can be really huge. So we could be looking for that type of correction. To be honest, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen today. I don't think it's going to happen a correction today, but we just have to be prepared for that. But I think it's going to continue just going down slowly. There we go. So in this example, guys, right here, and on the trend line, right? Whenever you know that you are actually on a downtrend, right? Paying attention to those triggers. Okay, where's the thing for the short? So when the price pushed, it breaks in the structure, comes back up, and giving you a big bearish engulfing. That, as I mentioned before, that could have been maybe a nice entry, but because you are reaching a strong support, I don't recommend you doing that. I recommend you at this point just waiting. It could have been nice. Yeah, you're taking profits. It could have been a nice sell. Yeah, but don't recommend you getting into a sell when you're very close to big, strong support. Be careful. Okay, try to use your instinct sometimes, and just try to use the what makes sense. Okay, try to just think about it and not just making entries. This is a 1 minute time frame. In comparison to this very strong support, which is a 4 hour, is very difficult to fight again, from a 1 minute time frame, or entering or making an entry on a 1 minute, and that this is a very strong support on a 4 hour. So at some point may show some rejection and the price could just bounce right here very strong. Remember, this is a very attractive zone for buyers instead of sellers. Sellers will get in control, yes, if you start breaking to the downside. That's where sellers will get in control. But if the price is just above here, this support, this is starting to become attractive to buyers. Okay, so be thinking at this point right here to buy, but only if it gives you the signs to buy. If not, just stay away. Hold on, something was, and when Nasdaq is double top, and let me take a look. Hold on, Nasdaq, 1 minute. Yeah, maybe this is struggling. It's testing, it's coming back up, retesting the area. I like the wicks, those rejections. But yeah, market is getting slow. 3 minutes for this 1 hour. I want to see that 1 hour close below that little flag. Yeah, but I would say for the rest of the day, it's going to be very slow. Remember to take partial profits. This is very key right now. Very important. Like as soon as the market reaches this area, this is your TP1. And at that point, stops to break even. Let's see. Yeah, it's incredible, this drop. I haven't seen any type of news today, guys. Let me check. Let me take a look. Okay. Okay, hold on, guys. If you hear me typing, I'm sending some messages and checking the news. No, there were no events for today, actually. No, I didn't see any good event. So
10 times, huh?
come on.
10 times, huh?
1 minute 52 seconds for that to close. One minute and 20 seconds. Yeah, a lot of noise. A lot of indecision right now. 1 minute and US 30. Still there. The big drop was definitely this one. This was beautiful. This was beautiful right here. Remember, guys, like if for some reason, because you know the difference between our times are big, like right here, or you guys, or for most of you who are in South Africa, who are like 6 or 7 hours, I think 6 hours ahead of me. London session, sometimes it gets very good, and I have noticed that during London session the market tends to have like some volatility, really nice volatility, and it starts breaking the structures to the downside or something. And I happen to find out that there are some really nice setups that I actually have missed. So don't forget this. For those who are actually new, that you know are starting on this in the group and are going to be joining the mentorship class tomorrow, I will explain this. Don't worry. And you know, whenever you spot this thing like this, hold on. And where's 2? Okay, whenever you spot a formation like that after a drop, that's a continuation pattern. Okay, remember we have to pay attention to this thing right here, this breakout. Okay, so normally, let's say you got into that breakout, you waited for that candle to close, and that body of the candle entirely closed below that. So you enter right there. Your stop should be here, and you go at least 1 to 2, or if you're aiming to a zone or whatever, and next support, a very strong something area in the past, you know, that it's possible to reach, you can aim to that. But at least I would normally go 1 to 2 at least. So this entry right here would have been really, really nice. It broke at around 4:45. I'm normally sleeping at that hour. So of course I missed that entire breakout, but then the price pulled back up and it was doing a double top right here. And this was at around 7:30 a.m. I was awake at that hour, but I was not watching the charts because I was not in my house, unfortunately. So this was another opportunity of entry right there. After seeing that little double top, 15-minute time frame, hold on. After seeing that double top, turn this off. All right, so after seeing this double top right there, maybe you could have caught another entry right here on this engulfing, or maybe this pin bar right here, knowing that it's just pulling back, and now continuation to the downside. But it would have been a nice other entry right there. Also the stop above there, that previous high, NTP, or aiming to a next zone. But it would have been a nice, this, I believe this was the setup of the day, definitely. Like sometimes during the day, we're going to have a really beautiful, just only one single opportunity that if we miss it, after that, maybe there's nothing else. Maybe some little scalps, but like normally there's one really nice big setup at least a day that we can pay attention to. Okay, this sometimes, as I mentioned, if we are not on the chart, if we miss it, something happens. Yeah, well, you know, we're not always going to be in front of the computer. But if you're able to catch that one thing, that's it. You can just literally after that setup, after you made that sale, and that buy, you can just walk away and just, you know, do something else after that. Let's see, M1 on Nasdaq showing higher lows. Is that due to the position of support on US 30 now on the horizontal line during US 30? Could be. Let me see. Yeah, I want to see that rejection. The market is still rejecting. Maybe it was forming some type of, I don't know, wedge formation. Maybe it's a squeezing. It's indecision right now. The market gets like that. It's indecision. You caught it, wise man. You are a pro. What are you doing here? Like you are literally a pro. Like this guy is, you're killing it, man. Yeah, that was definitely a nice sale on US 30 day. That was beautiful. Would have been a beautiful setup. And then after that, just mailed. At least from here. Yeah, catching at least 200 pips easily and right quick. Nasdaq, come on, quit playing, man. I like what I'm seeing. I like even this. Maybe it's leaving a little demand, zone. So prices push, pulling back, push, pull back right here, little pullback, and then continuation. Let's see, 5 minute, 1, 2, 3. This was a nice, doing a nice demand. Not demand. What am I saying? Supply zone. See, 30 minutes. Yeah, nice push right there. Yeah, it closed. Okay, so that candle, that 1 hour candle did close below. Really nice. Okay. Yeah, I think this is gonna take some time, guys. I'm not sure if it's gonna reach it today. Maybe we're gonna end up leaving it open for the weekend, or if it at least reaches the TP1. You know, securing profits at least that one today, and then stops to break even. But yeah, at least it's going down. At least it's going down slow, but it is going down. The stocks still looking red. Tesla is the only one pushing up a little bit. Let's see on the daily. I'm not sure which was the next stock that was going to be. Remember, I will check that too, because every time when there is a stock that is reporting earnings, the market to be choppy. Tends to go up and down, It's just playing around. This S&P 500 was also nice. It would have been a nice sale also on S&P. The market was struggling to go higher on this level. Let's see, 1 hour. Maybe or something like that. Rejecting and then going with the momentum. 8:30, let's see, 30 minutes. Yeah, this was the actual candle that broke. So let's see what's going to happen there. But it was also a nice drop. How deep they are going to get. You see that holding a buy, like if you last year, I remember that I was actually swinging like a lot, doing a lot of swing trading with the swing strategy. And whenever I spotted a flag like that, I would literally buy on the breakout right here, stop below and hold this baby up all the way to the top. And it would actually reach it. And I was getting like 2,000 or something pips. And this was somewhere around here, this area, all over this area. This one in particular, this nice push right here after the drop, price was pushing up, and it was a correction basically. It's a breakout of a structure. It's just a pullback. It's a flag. Price broke, and then after that, just 2,000 pips, and then continuing again, the price did pull back again, and then catching another push. And then it started crashing, you know, exactly on January. This is when the inflation rates were coming up and the war in Ukraine. So now things are very, like you see, it's like buying here on this flag. Normally, when I would catch a flag like that back, as I mentioned, like this big, I would buy here, stop below, and DP reaching this target. It was actually reaching it. And I did back test a lot before, and it was actually doing it. But because we are encountering so many things right now, not just the inflation, but you know, the look at what's happening. Hold on. Yeah, you see, it broke above. So there we go. So let's say this breakout is your buy. Let's say you're attracted to that buy. Attracted to that buy. Let's say you want to aim 1 to 2, or you want to aim to that previous target. Let's try to aim that. I'm gonna make an entry if the price comes back to this level. I'm gonna make, hold on. I'm gonna make a 0.01 entry. I want to wait for the candle to close. Let's see how it's going to close. 1 minute. It's pulling back. Let's see if it's not just a retest and then continue to the downside. And let me take a look at the RSI and see if that's in fact an attractive entry. Okay, how divergence. Divergence. No, I'm not gonna get in yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for this breakout. I'm not gonna get in there. I'm gonna wait for this area to be broken. I'm gonna wait actually here. And maybe placing a stop previous low. Well, let's see. That pin bar, you see, because that's why I was telling you guys, wait a little bit more to see how the candle is going to close. Because you could have entered aggressively on this one, on this buy, and the stop loss below here. That's fine. There's no problem. There's also a good entry point, but having in mind where you're standing. As I mentioned, look where you're standing right now. The price looks like it already broke the 4-hour zone on a 1 minute, which is not that strong. And it could be just retesting. Okay, it could be just pulling back, and then continue to the downside. So you have to know exactly where you're standing, what zone is touching. So right now, to go safer, I would say wait for the breakout of this area. Let's see if it's going to actually break it, if it's going to give us a trigger, if it's just the market is just from this little push right here. It's pulling back, it's reacting to the golden zone. Let's see. If it's pushing up, it's making me nervous because Nasdaq could push up too. Yeah, you see, it's pushing up as well. So coming back, closing, rejecting that area. Yeah, this could go wrong. Yeah, most likely it's going to be playing around. That's why I mentioned. That's why I mentioned just jumping in with a very small lot size. Just paying attention to that. Let's see US30 again. Oh cow! If this thing starts pushing up, I think Nasdaq might also start pulling back. It may be stopping me out on the Nasdaq entry. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Oh yes, guys. By the way, sorry, I was not seeing the chat. Yes, I actually. Yeah, all the chats are. All the microphones are actually muted right now. S&P. Yeah, S&P is looking right there. It might actually, you see, yeah, I think we're gonna get stopped out on Nasdaq. S&P might actually be after the push, pulling back and maybe going long. Maybe there was this trend right here, a little trend. The market is getting, still having the divergence. Yeah, so waiting for a big push. Not doing anything. Nasdaq. Crap. I really don't want to close this one. Let's see what's going on. Daily. Right here. Close. I don't know, maybe this area right here, it's an area of consolidation. Prices is struggling right there. See, it's starting to get very choppy. All these ups and downs, ups, downs. But I'll tell you, like if US30 starts pushing up, Nasdaq most likely will stop me out. Let's see, S&P. Let's go back to S&P. Is it just a pullback? Maybe a double top here before it continues to the downside. Struggling. Rejection. Little pin bar right here. Maybe it's creating a bullish flag as well. Yeah, I think this thing is gonna pop up. $15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 hours. So week, 4 hours a week. We got push, pull back, push, pull back, push, pull back. What are you going to do here? Oh, yeah, I don't like when it gets like that. When it gets very indecisive, I'm always like, okay, if you're right there, come on, like either stop me out already or 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 go my direction. Come on. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to wait. It's 11 a.m. It's 31 minutes. We're gonna go maybe with this potential demand. On a 1 minute. If it breaks this thing to the upside, this could be definitely a buy. One minute, 5 minutes, 15. Yes, I would say this is a little demand area. Somewhere around there. Stop maybe below previous low. Think I'm gonna have to close the Nasdaq one. I really don't want to do it because we are below that zone. We are below this area. Maybe the range is too close. But geez, there's a lot of indecision here. I start cleaning this thing. Yeah, this thing is just playing around. I'm into this buy. I definitely looking forward this buy. If it breaks to the upside. Yeah, consolidating is suspenseful. Yeah, yeah. It's a time bomb. When the market is start doing that, it's a time bomb. At any moment can either buyers or sellers get in control. As I mentioned, this thing US 30 can still go down because we could be just pulling back, just retesting the this area right here, this 4-hour zone. So after the breakout, you're pulling back, and then maybe potential continuation to the downside. So on a 1 minute, the first sign, which is basically trying to find a like a sniper entry, is when the market start breaking structures to the upside. The first structure that broke right here was the little trend line. I don't think the indicators will work in a 1 minute at this moment. Yeah, we are too, like on a 1 minute, if I use the WMA line, we're still below the 100. So we're literally, or technically, we are still on this downtrend. So it had not broken yet to the upside based on the TP strategy. The line, the purple line should be right here, like below this trend line. But on a 1 minute, we can't scale in any shorter than that. So 1 minute not working. The 20 and the 50. Let's see, this is the 20. What's it called? And this is the 50. So we have, this is 20 simple moving average, the blue line, and the red line is the 50. So they're basically trend indicators. That's it. I'm just checking them to see. But I normally would either follow the WMA lines just to have an idea, or if I see the market is struggling like that, and or I just sometimes I just don't use them anymore because I just follow the price action, and the TP strategy is created basically to detect those breakouts. But sometimes on 1 minute, they won't show. If it's maybe a 5 minute trend line or something above that, it will work. It will definitely show the breakout, even the Ichimoku cloud and all that stuff. But on a 1 minute is very difficult. Even for any type of indicator, working on a 1 minute it's a little tricky. And the indicators chapter explain those lines in your course. Yes, that's right. That is right. Let's see, Ichimoku, you see we're still below the Ichimoku, so this trend line is still very strong. So unless it breaks, I would say the market is just approaching closer and closer to the Ichimoku, and then here something will happen that will start breaking to the upside. I want to see the Ichimoku, if it's going to start pushing up, they start showing some green cloud forming on the right side. Like for example, let's see. Yeah, when the market breaks, start breaking to the upside, it starts showing some green clouds right here to the upside. You see, not necessarily because it's above, it means bad, not necessarily. But I would say it's struggling because we're having a very important area right now. So that's why it's struggling the market in this zone. So it could do any direction right now. The market could, as I mentioned, price broke already the 4-hour zone support, and I was just pulling back, and I will continue to the downside. Okay. And the first sign of a buy is either breaking, which is this, breaking the actual trend line. Now, the second that I want to see is the breakout of this thing. If it breaks this structure now, this first resistance and support, I want to get in there aggressively if it breaks it. If not, then this is definitely nothing. Just look at this noise. Yeah, literally. I want to see on a 5 minute. I want to see a big candle like that. Closing. I want to see a big yellow candle. What? What happened? Oh, stupid. Okay, there we go. What's wrong with the background? There we go. So I want to see a candle like that. Let's see, the border is black. So I want to see a candle closing like that. If it closes like that, beautiful. Because that confirms the little demand zone, that confirms the price is reversing after this massive crash right here. So I want to see that before I actually jump in. Nasdaq doesn't want to give out anything. S&P. Could be a demand zone as well. Maybe this big push here. Holy crap. Just gray. Trend line. Geez, I'm not seeing anything there. One minute. Wait for that area. And this one still, oh, this is getting pretty boring. Yeah, sometimes like, what do you do guys when you like, I don't know, I want to hear from you guys. Like, what do you usually do if you are in front of the chart like that? I normally listen to music. When I'm in my zone, when I feel like inspired, I put on my headphones since I can't higher the volume too much here in the house with the baby when it's sleeping, and I'm babysitting, so I'm like, or if the baby's sleeping beside me, I just might put on just the headphones a little bit, and I just try to get in my zone. And I hear some music, listen to some music, like, but very loud. I normally listen very loud. It has to be very loud, and it gets me into in a certain state of mind. I don't know why, but I love it. And I like rap music a lot, hip hop, rap. That I don't know why, but that definitely gets me into the zone. But yeah, totally. Sometimes what I normally do, yeah, because maybe just right here, I'm with you sitting right now, but I would normally set like of like 30 alerts right here all over this place, and another 30 alerts all over this place right here. And I might, when I see the price is just like that, not doing anything, I might just walk away from the computer just a little bit, maybe have a coffee, you have a coffee or something. I try by binary euro beats for focus and concentration. Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that. I think I've heard that. So yeah, man, to keep concentrated is good. I want to see buyers getting in control here. Come on. My concern is this one. What do you think, Clyde? Do you think it's going to drop? You think your study is going to continue dropping? You like trading US 30?
Yeah, I think at this point in time, I've got my resistance at, tell you now, it's a lovely red line. I've got my resistance set at 34,267. That's why I've got it set that I'm thinking that this might make a U-turn because I believe it's a very strong point where it might decide what it wants to do. Right now, on a 1 minute time frame, I am seeing a flag, but yeah, it's just undecided at this point in time. So I went in, but I think now I might kill this trade because I don't think, I think for a Friday, looking at the time and how many hours we've got left in the day, yeah, it's either gonna play around. It's either gonna try and come back and hit that mark again, shoot up. If it does go up, it might just break the first high. It might attempt to break the first high and then meet up with that level of resistance, and then that's about it. But I think psychologically it's gonna mess around with people, or it might just drop lower. But at the rate it's carrying on now, I really can't see this for me at this point in time. But yeah, it's giving signs that it wants to go higher, and it's also giving signs that it wants to go lower as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's not showing an actual clear direction. It's a very important zone right here. So either buyers or sellers, but yeah, because it's Friday, it's gonna be getting lazy, and let's see
Also,
some momentum you see to the downside.
maybe this might be just the double bottom that this
Maybe.
needs. Yeah, we don't know. Let's see. And if we could just go up and grab just a bit more upstairs, that'll be that'll be a good day for me.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
But on the 4-hour, I use the cipher tool, and so far the cipher tool pans out to actually that this is to fall quite lower, according to the cipher tool on TradingView. So let's just see.
Yeah. I remember that. See. You mean from what? From this?
Yeah, we go to the low. There we go, up.
And how? Where's your point? Where's your last point?
I just pulled it because remember you got a lot of liquidity grab to do that. You can pass that, and I just equalize it just a bit more lower down to at 33,000, just below the 33,000 mark. It's a big drop, but there's a lot of imbalance in that space.
Yeah. We might reach, but I don't think this is gonna reach it in a single straight line. We might have a pullback, maybe something.
No, of course, yeah.
Yeah, well, let's see. It looks like it's starting to come lower.
Yeah, I just think it's gonna try and dip to that 34,267, 34,28 region, just to see how that's and might dip up or just continue down. So let's just see what it does.
Yeah, if it breaks this low, it will continue most likely. S&P.
Still thinking. So we just, yeah, no, it's gonna go. I think
Do you have a buy or a sell?
I've got a buy, so I'm actually killing it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill the buy. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm done.
No, definitely, it's very risky right there. Yeah, I think it's gonna continue dropping now. This demand zone no longer valid. Maybe that's becoming a supply. But
So I think that's your next level where I think this is gonna drop to. It might reach to the next level. On my side, I've got a 34,097. So that's that dip where you got a lot of wicks to the left. That's where I think it might decide to call it quits and then go back up again. But I can't see it happening today.
yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, it's starting to reject that area. Yeah, guys, I mentioned, I think the best movement on US 30 today was that one, was this right here. This was definitely the best, to take advantage of the entire drop, the entire crash. This was the setup of the day. And then after that, the market is still going down. At some point we'll start reversing, but there are no signs of reversing unless it's doing the double bottom now. Let's see. Support. Here.
I mean, even if it does decide to go up, it's going to be a lot of fake outs at the once it does the confirmation of the candle that you drew. I think the next level would be that high, and just on its way up there's a lot of resistance there, a lot of resistance. So yeah, it's going to be a lot playing around first before it decides to go up.
Yeah, very likely. Dude, look at S&P going down. Nasdaq might be going down as well. Okay, well, at least this one is in profits. Yeah, starting to hit some alerts now. Nasdaq going down. US 30 might actually go down as well.
Yeah, it's already making its way.
Yep, it's going down. So I'm gonna keep an eye now on Nasdaq. Let's see. That's going to be a big drop. Yeah, Shavir. $10. Are you getting also on a sale on Nasdaq? I like these rejections, at least on a 4 hour. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles rejecting this zone. That's definitely a good sign. The market is going to most likely continue to the downside. Oh my God, I'm almost sleeping now. So 5 hours left for the day to end. 162 pips. So we got 5 hours. Is he gonna reach it on the 5 hours? Not sure. Can go lower? Yes, broke that low. So yeah, it has definitely created a new low. So that's for sure going to continue dropping. This trend line is not, we're gonna have to, yeah, just keep watching. The market will keep forming structures to the downside. The moment it starts breaking the first structure to the upside, you can start looking for buys, but right now, not good looking for buys. Most likely will continue dropping to this level. Nasdaq, okay, let's go, baby. Let's go. Gold, I didn't check gold. What was doing? Yeah, gold was struggling all over this area. I didn't get in on this sale. I did actually send it. I'm not sure if you guys got in here on this one. But look at all the struggle right here, and now it's dropping. So that's why I'm afraid, I'm scared of gold all the time. Literally scared. Yeah, I think we'll be reaching that.
Right, Ed. Cheers, Ed. I'm out. Have a
Oh,
blessed and safe weekend, everybody.
you too, man.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Have a blessed one. You guys stay safe. Cheers, man.
Keep life.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye, man. Bitcoin. Bitcoin is taking a tank. Big drop today. What? Okay. Is it gonna break now? Let's see if it's gonna stop right there. That Bitcoin, if it breaks that thing, we could have a drop all the way to the 30,000. I'm very sure. If it breaks it. Big drop. Let's go, Nasdaq. Where you at? Let's go, baby. Come on. I think. Yeah, I think we're gonna hit that one. Yeah. I'm very. It's 2 hours, 15 minutes for this 4-hour candle to close. And 5 hours and 15 minutes left for the day, the market to be closed. So yeah, I do think it's still hitting the alerts. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I think we're gonna be hitting at least the TP1, at least the TP1 today. S&P 500 must be going to hell as well. Oof, look at this. What the? Yeah. Big drop, continuation. Continuation to the downside. We have this little area here. Yeah, this is gonna continue. I think, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna let this thing open. And remember, it's Friday, guys. Be careful when trying to find more entries at this point. If you did getting into this one, just stick with this one. Ed, have you ever studied ICT concepts? I don't believe I have heard of that. ICT concepts, don't know what that be. I will check. Not sure what that is. I will definitely check that. I will Google it and search on YouTube for that to see what it is. Yeah, definitely like this drop. I think we're gonna continue. Definitely gonna continue dropping. If I see, guys, something else, I will definitely let you know. But at the moment, just this one, and I'm entering. I decided to jump in on this one because I didn't actually enter at all today in any trade because of the things that I was doing. But be careful, okay? It's Friday. The market could get a little tricky, and maybe it's dropping right now. At some point, we could have another pullback. The price could be getting maybe back to this level. It can get hectic at some point, so be careful with your entries. So, but that's it. I will see you guys if anything, I will be posting another video tonight, okay? Updates and everything, what to expect from next week and all that stuff. And for the new guys, remember tomorrow, first class, tomorrow and Sunday as well. And the last class will be next Saturday, next week. So don't miss out. And I'll see you later, okay? Have a great day, guys. You take it easy. You're welcome, Warren. Take care. Bye-bye.